Okay, so I split these hives last week. This is how they look. Maybe a little tricky to explain what's going on, but I'll point it out as best I can. So if we look at this one over here to the side, so this blue thing is the double screen board. So below that is one hive, and below that, above it, is another hive. The one on top should be without a queen and is trying to make one as an emergency measure. When that's done, that's a fully ready hive. Pop it off onto a new stand and it's done. Same thing's happening over here, but the double screen board's blue, and so is the box above it, so it's a little hard to see. But these tan boxes is one hive, and that single blue box is another one. So both the top boxes should be busy trying to make a queen. All I'm really here to do today is just see if they've gone through the food I gave them last week and top it off for the next 3 weeks. Gonna kind of let them do their thing so they can be productive and make the queen and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started there. Okay, let's take a quick look in the split. So we've got food. I just filled this. And you can see all the bees here on these middle frames. That's where the brood is. These bees aren't really, these are nurse bees. They take care of the babies and the capped cells. And then basically everything around it is either food, wax, or something they will build out. So that's why this is so like empty looking, is because, well, there's not a lot in it, and the ones that are in here, their job is really to focus on raising a new queen. So that's what's going on in here. But they'd gone through about half of the food in here in a little over a week. So they're eating, they seem to be doing fine, but I'm not gonna mess with them or open it up and check what's going on in here for another couple weeks. Okay, so all done. Quick little update here. You can see all the bees coming in the bottom. So I took apart that second taller one, and the top box is very full of everything, and they'd eaten all their food already. So I filled it up. Then I needed to get down to, let's see, get my finger to come in here. Oop. That middle box right there. And so I had to take it all apart, get to that. And it was also out of food, so I fed that one too. Now the reason is that the taller stack actually had a whole lot more resources and brood and everything than this one did. So it's already a lot stronger than to begin with. The other thing I wanted to say about this is, so these little bottom boards have these little sticks sticking out, and that's to open up an entrance so the bees in the top hive can come out, and both of them. But what's interesting is when I showed you the first one and how all the bees were just kind of chilling out in there and they were all nurse bees, well, the bees that are foragers, when they hatch inside of there, they will fly out the entrance and go forage, and when they come home, they'll come back home downstairs because that's where they remember it is. So the foraging bees will slowly deplete in the top hives and return to the lower hives over time. That's how this theory works. So that was very true in this set that I opened up. In the set up here, it was not true yet at all. So we'll have to see how that goes. It doesn't really matter. The foragers can kind of travel wherever. They just bring food and supplies home. They're gonna work itself out. It's not a big deal, but that's part of how this little mechanic works, is the forager bees will keep going to their old home, supplying it with supplies, while the top hive gets kind of quiet and just focuses on raising a queen. So there you go, all done.